Welcome to SportsFX, man. I got the main man, Jay Kemp, in the building. This one's going to be a hot take, man, because we got to get this out quick, because you know how that trade deadline goes, man. Jay Kemp, what's going on with you today?
What's good, man? I'm feeling good, feeling great. Ready to get to it, ready to discuss this. All the crazy stuff, man, that's popping off, man. Specifically in the NBA right now with the trade deadline looming. It's about to be major for a lot of teams.
Well, this thing, the last video went nuts, went viral, so we gotta give them some trade deadline rumors, man, so everybody knows what's going on. Before it happens, man, this is why you come to SportsFX. So you hear Jay Kemp's insight on everything, man. So we gotta start off. Let's start off in the East, man. We want to break down the top 6 teams that we know can make the East Conference Finals. Let's start with Philly, man. What do you think? What are Philly's needs, man, and who do you think they may look at as far as picking up before this trade deadline?
Philly can definitely use another good power forward. They could also use really another lead guard. So like a Kyle Lowry would be a perfect fit for Philly. He kind of gives you in the backcourt what Ben Simmons don't, which is that shooting prowess, and he's just a winner. I mean, dude is a dog.
Yeah, he is.
I think that's exactly what, Doc likes on his teams. He's basically Patrick Beverly with a shot and less attitude. I mean, that's basically what Kyle Lowry is. And they definitely can use like another power forward too. Or like even though they got Dwight, which Dwight has actually played well, but Dwight is not a stretch big. They could really use like a stretch big. And honestly, somebody like LaMarcus Aldridge would be a perfect complement to Embiid down low. It basically give him kind of like Al Horford. Yeah, so LaMarcus Aldridge is kind of giving what Al Horford gave him last year, and he's money for mid range too.
And they're gonna need him because who knows how long Joel's gonna be out for, man. So they're gonna need another big man. And shout out to Dwight, man. It's Dwight. He's went to the hot tub time machine, man. He's looking good, man.
It's just like what it's just like what Doc said. He's 35 going on 20.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Day. Facts. Now we gotta go to the team of the year, man. We gotta go to the Brooklyn Nets, man. They have a couple spots still, man. What do you think they need to do to fill those roster spots?
Man, it's crazy, man. They still got that injured player exception that they can use on another guy. They definitely need a big. Blake Griffin is okay. I mean, he doesn't solve your defensive woes. They need like somebody like an Andre Drummond, or they can even go cheap and maybe target Hassan Whiteside, but somebody that will give them A, some rim protection, and B, that can kind of move their feet a little bit. Not to say that Whiteside is the best, with defending pick and roll, but he does recover well, so he definitely protects that paint, but they definitely need a big, man. I think they good as far as like everywhere else on the roster. They just need somebody that can help defend around the rim. Obviously, DeAndre Jordan is not that guy. You can't play him 30, 35 minutes a game. That's not where he's at right now. And when they go small, that's what's going to help them having Blake Griffin, even though Blake Griffin cannot protect the rim. But if he has an ounce of athleticism left, then I think when they go small, that's kind of like where Blake Griffin kind of comes in. But they definitely need a big that can make up for some of the defensive deficiencies that cats like Kyrie and obviously, James have.
Well, and let's be real, they need an enforcer. They need like somebody who's going to basically rub some cats up, man. You know what I'm saying? They need a goon. Yeah, they need a goon. Exactly. And I think if they get that, man, it's going to be a problem, man, in the East, man, definitely.
So who do you think is that goon type player that they need? Like somebody who's just tough.
I mean, honestly, man, they got rid of him, man. Jared Allen, man, was a goon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They really need somebody like that can really get dirty, that doesn't care about the limelight because you already have a whole bunch of prima donnas already, which is a good thing.
Right.
But Jared Allen, man, somebody like that kind of caliber of player who doesn't mind getting dirty, doesn't mind going up and getting dunked on or getting, blocking the shots, man. Somebody that can really go in, man, and really just give them some edge when they come in the court, like so people don't know that they can't out finesse them. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so.
And to be already and to be always real, I mean, Aldridge will bless them too. I mean, Aldridge will basically make them almost unstoppable offensively.
And like I said, the dude can make a 15-foot jumper, play some defense, man. He's still got a little. He's got some oil in the motor, man. He can run.
Yeah, he's got a good 30 minutes a game in him, you know. And to me, that's all you need out of LaMarcus Aldridge, especially on a championship caliber team.
Well, and this the mysterious team right here, man. The Milwaukee Bucks, man. What the hell do they need, man? They almost like lost people. They actually are, in my opinion, worse than they were last year.
They really are, man. They need a 3-and-D guy, like in the worst way. And to me, really, what would help them is if they got a cat like Oladipo.
Yeah.
You know, of course, Oladipo is definitely on the trade block now. I mean, even though Houston ain't saying it, but he turned down that extension, which he's basically saying, I don't want to be here. But
exactly.
Oladipo would be a great fit, you know, in Milwaukee. I think him and he would fit in well there. I understand there's some overlap, you know what I'm saying, with cats who's already on the team, especially with some starters. But I mean, again, man, Oladipo, man, would just fit in well. He's got that dog in him too. I mean, he's still recovering over some injuries, but he got some dog in him. They can also use another big as well. It's crazy how many of these teams just need a big. But to me, honestly, they only need like a JaVale McGee. Like, for real talk, like that's all they need is just a JaVale McGee and a 3-and-D type of guy.
Well, and honestly, I can see a PJ Tucker like a 3-and-D. Obviously,
Ooh,
I can see PJ Tucker doing some damage there too. But
good point. And PJ is a dog.
Yeah,
too,
they need somebody like that, because like right now they're a finesse team, no doubt. Like I like what they do. I like what they're doing, but they need like an Avery Bradley, a PJ Tucker to really set that defense up, man, to really get it going.
And you know what? And they can probably use like a Wayne Ellington, like somebody that can kind of make you pay from deep.
Yeah.
Because they have had some guys that's been struggling shooting the ball this year. So, you know, Wayne Ellington will kind of cure a lot of those sins. And also, and again, having a slasher like Oladipo, somebody who can get in the paint and get to the foul line, will help them too.
Hey, well, let's move over to my favorite city, man, Miami, man. You know, hey, shout out to 112, man. You know how we do live on a Sunday. What do you think the Heat need, man, to really truly get over the hump this year?
Heat need a solid center. Again, you know, rim protection is kind of the name of the day today. Somebody who can just protect that paint. Rim protection, a slasher. Again, I go back to Oladipo would be a great fit in Miami. And they can probably use one more good shooter. But, I mean, LaMarcus Aldridge, another guy would be a great fit.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, if they get LaMarcus and some way try to pull out Victor without losing too many people, that's a problem, man. That's a real problem, man.
Real talk, that's a problem. They could also probably, I mean, to be honest, man, they can use like an Aaron Gordon too. I know Aaron Gordon recently just said he wants to kind of get away from Orlando.
Yeah, he needs to get out of there.
When they go small and you got like Aaron Gordon and you got Bam down low, that's two phenomenal athletes, man, that you got in the paint, surrounded by, you know, JB and Tyler Hero and cats like that. But I think Aaron Gordon will be a real good fit for them too.
Let's take it all the way up north, man, to Boston, man. We've been talking about them a lot because they need a lot. This team on paper looks like they should be contending for the number one spot, man, in the East, but they've been losing games. But like you said in the previous video, you know, you got to give them a little bit of leeway because of injuries and basically playing in the bubble for so long. What do you see them really needing that we didn't talk about in the last video?
This is probably a guy that nobody's talking about that would be a great fit with Boston, but dude, they need Alonzo Ball. Whew. Can you imagine Alonzo Ball setting up Tatum, Jaylen Brown?
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
all that, man. They would have one of the nastiest backcourts.
Well, and this is the thing, Lonzo's actually shooting better now. So now that even if I just said, hey, just pass the whole game, but now you can spread the floor out because you are a threat. You put Marcus Smart in there with him as well. It's a problem, man. That would be a really, really good pickup for them. But Lonzo being from the West Coast, would he stay there?
He probably wouldn't stay there. But to me, it would be to his benefit to stay there. They also need a big too, man. I mean, they're also a team that's in need of some rim protection. Daniel Tice he's okay, but he's not getting it. Tristan Thompson, I mean, he's a good rebounder, but he can really defend too. He's not a bad defender, but that's another team that can use an Andre Drummond.
If they picked up Andre Drummond and Lonzo Ball.
Oh my God!
And then had it's still, I don't know what they would keep Kemba, because actually I think New Orleans, which we may talk about later, they were looking at Kemba. So I think they just can't get the money together yet. So we'll see.
Yep, facts. I mean, even I doubt they would do this, but Miles Turner would be an excellent fit for them too. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not a Pacers fan, but I've watched him play. He's a beast, man.
Man, he's leading the league in blocks, bro. Miles Turner's a problem.
I don't think the Pacers know what they have.
His shooting is down a little bit this year, and he's only, 24?
Yeah.
He's still a young cat, too, man. So, yeah, man. I mean, shout out to Miles Turner, man. That's another cat that teams is calling on right now, but Miles Turner would be a phenomenal fit in Boston. But I mean, for real, Danny Ainge, if you want to get your boy on the payroll, I'm telling you, let's get Lonzo. Let's go hard at the Lonzo.
Like I said, I'm a Ball family fan. I would love to see him in Boston just with Tatum. I don't, I'm not a Celtics fan. Putting him with Tatum
and Jaylen Brown, oh my God,
that'd be a problem. And just let them run, man, and then do a couple sets every now and then. And plus those guys are really intelligent players, man. They would cook, man, up there. I'm trying to tell you.
They are, and that's what, I just think people don't understand the value of Alonzo Ball to teams who's contending, teams that need guards.
Yeah,
dude, there's not very many guards that has a court vision that Lonzo Ball has, and he can defend, and he's 6'6".
Yeah.
His shots getting better, like you said. I mean, again, he has weaknesses to his game, like a lot of guys do offensively. But as a playmaker who can set other guys up, which is what Boston needs, because while Kemba's my guy, he's not a great point guard, but he's a phenomenal lead guard. He's basically a scoring point guard. Is basically what he is. He's not that guy who's going to get you 12, 13 assists a game, 4 or 5 steals. Lonzo Ball can do that, though.